podcast where we, not experts, discuss our ideas and then put them into piles, such as the ideas pile, the good ideas pile, and the bad ideas pile. Let's do some intros. The girl next door from season 1, Ajax.
Hello.
Everybody's favorite class clown from season 1, Alex.
I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts, maybe? Would you like to give them a squeeze?
And the parent of season 1, me, Kate. Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey there.
Hi there.
You're not my real mom.
I know.
I'm going to tell you what to do.
Your face is your mom.
Yeah, you could try it. I don't have to listen to you. I'll stay up till like 10 if I want to.
Listen, I really would appreciate if you respected me and your father's relationship, and that maybe we could become friends. Hey, Mr.
Hi, Dad.
Mr. Ajax.
Hey, Mr. AJ. Shout out to my
going?
dad.
Yep.
Keep it strong.
If you talk to your dad, Ajax, let him know his Carmelita's doing just fine.
Oh, no.
Tell your mom I said hi, too.
They'll all hear this.
Yeah.
You know what? They'll hear this when they listen to it.
Yes, that's how listening works. That's how hearing works.
So
People
you
hear
basically
things.
just told them hi.
Yeah.
Good job. I don't have to tell them. You just did it. You
Hey.
win.
Hey, Ajax fam. Miss yous. Ajax, why don't you tell the listeners, or Steam listeners, including your family, what this week's episode's about?
Well, this week's episode. Wow. I can't believe it, but we've actually gotten to the end of season 1. Pew, pew, pew. We're going on to season 2. So next minutes, we're going to be going over our ideas for season 2.
Beep, beep, boop, boop.
Cool. So, who's excited for the next season?
Oh, I am so very excited. Especially with these ideas that I have.
Oh, you've got fun and excitement in store?
And this is not actually on my ideas list, but I kind of now want an air gun, like a sound effect that goes. I want to
You
be
can
able
get
to.
an app that
would.
does that.
I want that. I want that. I want.
There's an app that has all those. My coworker has an app with all of those on there. So it's like, pew, 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 or
Yeah, I
whop,
want
whop,
that.
whop.
Yes, I want that. I want a little soundboard so I can play it while we do this thing that we call a podcast.
I would love to have like a sound mixer with the soundboard and incorporate it into it. So you could, mess with your basses, trebles, get your, get your levels right. So, if you go too high, you got like, you don't cut you out.
Yeah, and then we can loop it.
And then you can still go burp, 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 burp.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I have a few ideas for season 2. First thing on my agenda for season 2 that I would like to do is maybe new music for our intro. The music that we currently have was composed and recorded by me, but now Ajax is learning the guitar. So it'd be nice if we could do like a collaboration and come out with something a little bit better than what we currently have. So idea number 1, new intro music.
Yes.
Idea number 2, new intros. Yeah, someone else do the intro.
Never.
Because it would be nice to not always be the one who has to tell people who we are and what we're about and what we do. So yeah, new intro, idea number 2. Idea number 3, I was thinking maybe we could get some new sponsorship. Not that I don't like Angry Nimbus Woodcraft. I adore them. But it would be nice to like spice it up a little. Get some new sponsorship. Possibly ones that give us free shit or steep discounts. Or money. Yeah.
What kind of free shit do you want?
Oh, I'm a hoarder. So you can give me anything and I would be like, this is the greatest thing ever. It's free. Moon Matt, I'm looking at you. New sponsorship. My next idea, I would like to do a live episode. Do like a live stream. And there's no editing. Idea number 5. I would like to do some guest appearances. We have some interesting people we know who know some really interesting things. I feel like we know what we know and bring what we know to the table. It'd be nice to have someone who actually knows more about the topic than just like, oh yeah, I've heard of that. I would like this to be It'd be nice to have some expert opinions with our non-expert ideas. So, guests. And on that same vein, I would like us, once we can, to do something together, have an experience together, and then based off of that experience, then come up with a topic and ideas on that topic. For instance, we kind of did that in the first season with like escape rooms. We all were in escape rooms. We all been in escape rooms together. And I like those kind of ones where we can definitely bounce off of each other's experience and we're in that same situation compared to like other ideas where I don't really know the extent of Alex's expertise in that, or I really don't know the extent of Ajax's expertise. So yeah, I want us to do group experiences and then have an episode based on that. My next idea, I kind of want to do ideas all day merch. The only reason why I want to do this is I really want to get an emotional support t-shirt that says, "Don't talk to me, I'm working." And then on the back, it says like emotional support human or emotional support meat doll. I kind of like that. I love our logo. I would love to put that on like a beanie or golf tee or whatever. I really like our logo. So I want our logo on some shit, some stickers. And then off of that train of thought, I kind of want to do an ideas all day game. Because I can see this being something like apples versus apples or like Cards Against Humanity. You have like 5 cards and then a topic comes up like exercise. And in your hand, you have like electricity, water, cement blocks, and like you have different things and you have to do like a minute pitch using 3 of those items in your hand to come up with an idea about exercise. So that's my other idea. And my last idea is a lot of our topics have been kind of safe for most audiences. You could probably listen to them with kids in the car. I mean, there's some episode where we use a little bit of foul language and go into some innuendos. I kind of want to do episodes that are more adult, and I call this idea Ideas After Dark. It'd be nice to come up with talking about sexy things or violent things or adult things like taxes. No kid should listen to that. Ugh. So those are my ideas.
Thank you, Kate. All right, now for my pilings. So for your first idea, where there is not your regular intro music, it's different intro music that we make together, possibly.
We make beautiful music together.
I think we do too. So, I mean, if we could get Alex into this song too, that'd be really cool. If we made this song together. I don't know how.
I can send him a cowbell.
If Alex likes cowbells.
Or a triangle.
Or you can add some witty comments into a dramatic way with amongst the music.
All I feel is a lot of patronizing right now. That's all I feel right now.
You can add that to it.
Mm-hmm.
That would be beautiful.
You can just be like, I feel patronized right now.
That would add realness to this song. So yes, I think this is a good idea.
Thank you.
Especially as we're patronizing Alex, so it's great here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that just moved it up a little bit too. So nice.
Yeah.
So for your second idea, Kate, new intros. Yep, I'm all for it.
Good. That means you're gonna do them, right?
Maybe. Are we a democracy? Do we vote on it?
Well, there's 3 of us that would work. Majority wins.
Okay. I'll put that, since I don't know if we're a democracy or not amongst ourselves, then I'll put this in the ideas pile.
I don't know we're a democracy. I don't know what I'm doing. Just help me.
Ajax wants exclusive veto rights in this group, so if she gets stuck doing the intro, she could be like, "No, I veto that." Sorry.
She wants to be on she wants to be on the security council for these decision makings.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
She wants to be a dictatorship.
I do.
Only her ideas, and they're all good.
Exactly.
I just want to be in the Secret Service. Okay, come on.
Oh,
that'd be badass.
Wait, so you want to deal with counterfeit money?
Yeah, that's fun.
That'd be because then you know what's counterfeit or not. get really good at telling. So of course I want to do that. Cool. Yeah, okay, this is a great idea. This will add me to your next pilings for new sponsorships. Yeah, let's get some new sponsorships in here. That's a good idea. I want to sponsor really cool things, like the Secret Service.
Yeah.
So these new sponsorships, that's a good idea. We'll put in the good idea pile. For your fourth idea, live stream. Yeah, we can do this like on a YouTube live. That's a perfectly viable option. Plus, that'd be interesting if we knew it was live. Will there be a live studio audience? I hope
Well,
so.
yeah, that would be the whole point.
Can we hear them react?
I don't think I would want to hear them.
Can we have a laugh track?
I'm
Yes.
fine with that, as long as we can have a as well.
If it's a live studio audience, you gotta have a laugh track.
You have
or one
to.
of those. You gotta go the laugh track. You gotta go the side like the
Mhm.
you know, when it's those sweet ideas. You know, we
Oh
gotta
my
have the
gosh,
whole
felt
Yeah, our
gamut.
it.
intro has to be like Growing Pains or something. Like, you know, an 80s sitcom intro. That would be cool. All right. So, yeah, live stream's a good idea. Guest appearances. That's also a good idea. Do something together. Yeah. Let's all do something together. Like, let's go to the fair and then let's do it after. Like, we can talk afterwards, after the fair, of what our ideas are right after the fair. Maybe we could try another state's fair.
And
I
then
would love to do
compare
the
them.
Iowa State's Fair. I'm just saying.
Let's do the Ohio. Yeah. Or the Ohio. Either one.
No,
What's wrong with Ohio State Fair?
because it's high in the middle and round on both ends.
That's more reason for me to want to go.
We'll put that in the good ideas pile. Ideas all day merch. Yeah, good ideas. I like wearing things.
I'm so glad.
I'll wear things that say ideas all day.
Actually,
on
I
them.
know that's a lie. You do
I'm
not
gonna
like
say that's
wearing
not true
things.
at all. We all know that ain't true.
Out of the three of us, you're the one who least likes clothing the most.
Well, then fine. Should I not like this idea? Well,
You can-
I'll unlike the clothing idea, and then I'll just put in the ideas pile for now then, just to keep it average.
Consistent.
Consistent. Yeah. Ideas all day. I wrote ideas idea game.
ideas.
That's not it, but it could be. Ideas all day game. I thought it was fun. I think that'd be fun. I want to play it. I think we should play it.
We should
And
play
then
it
that's the
live.
episode. That could be an episode, is playing the ideas all day game. Ooh, can we have a drinking game too?
Here we go. An Ideas After Dark live stream of us playing the Ideas All Day drinking game.
Because it has to be after dark.
Because it's a
Because
drinking
it's gonna
game.
be played during the dark.
I'm a day drinking. It's a thing.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
It's
never
very much a
mind.
thing. It's an everyday thing.
But it's a drinking game, hence the Ideas After Dark. Because
True.
it's not for children.
Mm. So yeah, it's a good idea. And then ideas after dark. I mean, woo, taxes.
I heart the IRS.
Thank you, Tim.
Who's
Thanks.
Tim?
Oh,
Someone
shouldn't have said
who is in the
because
IRS.
who works for the IRS?
Oh. Thank you, Tim, for all your dedication and work
And
Yes.
listening. Thank you for
And listening.
and licensing.
Ooh, licensing. So yeah, that's a good idea.
Thank you. How about you, Alex?
All right. Let's start picking these ideas apart and seeing what they're really worth. Idea number one of this new intro music. I originally had it in the good ideas pile until I realized I wasn't involved in the process at all. Ajax had to bring it up to even say that I was a part of it. I was an afterthought at best.
Hey, we gotta make it exclusive.
Yeah.
Inclusive.
I mean, it's like, okay, I'm okay. I can do music thingies. I make music. Oh, Ajax is learning. That's wonderful. We're good. We don't need anything else. We're good.
Do
We're
you
good.
know any musical?
That's not the point.
That is the point.
No, it's not. I thought we were a 3-person team. Apparently, only 2 of us matter. I'm not that one.
It's a 2-person bicycle here. That's what the
Nope,
2 wheels
yep.
on the bike.
You could have put me in one of those little trolleys that gets pulled behind, that has the screen on top, just so their kids don't get the rain and the sunshine in their eyes. I could have been in that trolley, but no. I could have been pulled along by your success, but no. I was just left off to the side. That's all that happened.
The
Stay in your trolley, okay? Come on, man.
Alex, as the talent, me and Ajax are pulled by your talent all the time. I figured it was just our turn to pull some of the weight and maybe do the music.
do you guys smell something? Because I smell bullshit.
The sweet, sweet smell of bullshit.
It's a little grassy, let's just say.
Well, it's grass-fed.
Yeah, exactly.
Grass-fed bullshit.
It's high quality bullshit.
Thank
That's what
you.
we do here.
It's exactly what we do here.
Welcome to our lives.
Yes.
Ideas all day, high quality bullshit.
High quality grass fed bullshit.
100%
That's a
organic.
t-shirt.
Yes.
So wait, so that was that a bad idea now since you were since you were pushed out of it?
No, it's still going on ideas because it's not a terrible idea. It's just that apparently I'm just not a part of it. On to idea number 2. To the next pile, next piling of bullshit. For your new intros idea, totally bad idea. I think you do a wonderful job and don't give yourself enough credit for the work and effort you put into that. I mean, it's something I'm surprised every time and look forward to, and to take that away from you. Kate is wafting the smell of the bullshit coming out of my mouth right now.
It's like laced
familiar. It's a very familiar smell.
Yes. Is that A5 Wagyu grass-fed bullshit?
It's a seasoned bullshit, that's for sure.
Exactly. It's well seasoned.
It's just because you don't want to do the intros. That's why it's a bad idea.
Well, look, this is just my piling. Is all I'm saying. It has nothing to do with anything. I think you just, you do such a wonderful job. I wouldn't want to. None of us would want to take that away from you.
AKA, none of you would want to take it away from me because it means you would have to do it.
Yes.
Anywho, so that was a bad idea.
Correct. It's a bad idea.
Okay.
On idea number 3, new sponsorship. Of course, I like money. I like free stuff. So if anyone's looking to sponsor us, any business opportunities, definitely all for it. We're here not just to entertain, but to grow as a business. And that's what new sponsorships would help with that. 100% good idea on that one. For number 4, your live episodes. I'm going to put this in the ideas pile. And not because I don't approve of the idea, because I do. The real thing is I can tell if we were live that you would be shushing us so much to, considering how much you edit some things out, you would be shushing the crap out of us.
This is why I feel like if we did a live episode, we would all have to be at the same place together. So I could stare at you right in the eyes and be like, why are you talking about that? No one needs to know about that incident in my past that you were there and had to witness. Stop bringing up embarrassing stories of Kate.
Exactly.
That's what you have to sing after you say embarrassing stories all the time.
Or I'll just like point at my eye and that'll be the cue.
No, it's disgusting.
But the problem is with the live episode, you had no idea they have no idea or what that means or what's going on.
They'll be like, why is she trying to touch her eye like that?
Exactly.
Doesn't she know she has glasses there?
That's my cue for you two to be like, nah.
And then we'll go, and our response would be, why are you poking your eye? That's nothing to do with what we're talking about.
That reminds me of that time Kate did that thing.
It would totally do that.
Kate, what day was that? Football draft.
Oh, football draft day. I forgot about that.
Etched into the memory of our lives.
Oh my God, football draft day.
So it's an idea.
Yes. For your next idea, the guest appearances, it's a good idea. Having someone here with expert opinions that would definitely agree with everything I say, because they're experts and I say wonderful things. Then how could I not say no to that for someone totally agreeing with all of my ideas, because they're always great. Just because you guys don't appreciate them sometimes, just saying. So yeah, of course. You can only deal with the same 2 other people all the time. Anyways.
Thanks, Alex.
Hey, you're very welcome. But yeah, good idea. Same with your doing a experience or something together that we then turn into an idea. Of course. I mean, especially with COVID going on, I see maybe a max 3 people a day face to face. And that's my coworkers from my job. And of course, anything to get outside and have some semblance of normalcy would be nice. So yeah,
Yay.
Normalcy. What is that?
much normals. For your ideas all day merch, I'm all for this. Not just for the money that we would earn, but for the creative aspect of designing and creating, whether it's buttons, shirts, hoodies, that kind of stuff. 100% all for it. You got my blessing on that one. I am 100% on board with that.
Yay.
You got a blessing out of that one.
Yeah. I would like a whole line of ideas all day cookware, cutting boards, knives, all that stuff. So yeah.
Just stuff you can use around the house.
Exactly.
Perfect.
It's got to be functional. What's the point
Yeah.
otherwise?
For
your next idea, your ideas all day game, I'm going to put this in the ideas going towards bad, only because, not because it's necessarily a bad idea, because it's not, but because it exists already.
It does.
Yes, it's called snake oil.
Oh, no.
Yeah. It's not exactly the same, but it's almost exactly the way you put it. Literally, cards, you have to tell people what you do and say they have to decide whether it's good or not and who did the best idea. So
Yeah, that's exactly the game.
It exists. It's just the concept and the idea behind it.
I don't know if I
is a little
believe
bit
you
different.
unless you're a game expert, though.
Look it up.
Here's the idea. So instead of now doing an ideas all day game, what we do is we go into stores, find this game, and then like just cross out snake oil and just write in ideas all day game. Listen to the podcast.
And then say snake edition because every card has a snake on it.
Yes. Perfect.
Snake edition.
Ugh.
Perfect. Good idea.
Got one more to go. And that would be your ideas after dark idea. And it's a good idea. You know, I don't like being censored as it is. So having the opportunity to really let loose and let the expletives fly really I have no issue with that. So I am perfectly fine with that. Have no issue with that. I think it'd be fun for certain topics that are a little bit more risque, and for more of our adult listeners, I have no problem with that, especially when they're relating to the IRS and taxes. Line 36 of Schedule E, you know I'm talking to you. Shout out to all my K-1 friends out there.
Good
What
to
other-
know.
Wow. Okay. Nice.
Well, thank you for your pilings, Alex.
Yeah. Thanks, Alex.
You're very welcome.
Ajax, why don't you tell us your ideas?
Okay. So for my ideas for season 2, well, I have to say that one of my ideas, and probably several of my ideas, one of my ideas was also special guest experts or special guests in general. Who knows? I mean, even your average Joe just walking down the street, they could have ideas as well. So who knows? We can have now I'm just changing my ideas as I'm talking. You know what? I'm just going to stick with special guest experts and leave it at that. They can be an expert of anything, or they have their own expertdom that they don't even know, and we can help them find their expertdom. But that would make us experts in expertdom, and that wouldn't be possible. So that could be a bad idea. I don't know.
Because we're not experts.
Because we're not experts. But if we found an expert, we should get them on the podcast, because I would like to talk to all of them.
I think that's acceptable.
Okay, so these people that, think they're experts, I would like to hear why they're experts and what makes them that expert. And what does it take to be an expert in that field of expertdom? So that's my first idea. Let's get some special guest experts in this place, up in here. So then my second idea is for an episode, and maybe not necessarily in the same format as our current episode, more of like a discussion format. We're all just, talking like a normal conversation that we're having. I was thinking about taking an idea. It doesn't have to be one that we've already created, but it could be. I mean, that might be really cool. An idea that we've already thought of in the past, and thinking about putting it, and we can do an episode of putting this idea into action. So we can just brainstorm all the things about this idea that could be cool to do, or how to do it, when to do it, and just try to figure out a plan how to make this idea happen. I think that would be kind of fun, because it would take our ideas somewhere, and it could you don't know where it could go, especially if us three put our heads together. That might be a fun journey and a fun discussion to talk about. And who knows, maybe create something or even lead to even more cool ideas. My third idea is like rapid fire ideas. So like we already have a whole bunch of topics that are all preset. And we can just pull out one topic for an episode. Like we can do like, like 5 topics an episode that we can pull out randomly. And then we each give like, our first rapid fire idea, like, the first 1 or 2 ideas that come to our heads. And then that's what those ideas are. We can either grade them or not. I don't know. It's just an idea where we have different topics really fast and we have to think and come up with really fast ideas. There could be a time limit. There might not be a time limit, but that's my second to last idea. My whatever number I'm at idea is, instead of pilings, I was thinking more of like a numerical grading system of how we could actually maybe one day quantify our idea rating system. I mean, for us, it might be individualized. We might have our own type of system, but I don't know how. Like, I mean, instead of pilings, maybe like numbers. We can have the idea Olympics one day. And those are my ideas.
You said that was second to last. I only got 4.
Yeah, that was second to last.
Or did you only have 4?
I might have only had that many.
Just checking.
Yeah, because I totally heard that too. Alex wasn't making that shit up.
I probably just said that, and that was fake news.
You lied to us?
Yeah, suspense. I left you in suspense. I wanted you wanting more, but then I just ended it.
Yeah,
Womp, womp,
that sounds about right.
womp. That's why I need the button. And those are my ideas.
Thank you.
For your first idea of having special guests, this obviously was covered on Kate's ideas, of course. So it's a good idea. More people to agree with everything I say because I'm right. All my ideas are great, and there's no need to having more people to agree with me is always a great thing. A+ primo, good idea for me.
Yes.
Great job.
Woohoo!
Great job finding ways to pad my ego.
Oh, you got the best ego.
Thank you. For your second idea with kind of having a idea implementation, or like a discussion on it, but I think I'm going to put this in the ideas pile because it's not, I don't hate it, but I'm an ideas person. I'm not an implementation. I'm a macro scale kind of thing. You've got a problem. I want to fix it. Don't expect me to actually know how to do that. I'm just about creating the overarching plan. The nuts and bolts of it, just those escape me. That's why they hire people to do that kind of stuff. So
it would be work then.
It would be work. It would require like actual thinking and diagrams and words.
Oh, you're doing diagrams?
Yeah. All right. So for your third idea of having rapid fire ideas, I'm going to put these in the ideas going towards good. Nothing wrong with it. It might get some more realistic, say like off the cuff, what's right on your mind, what's your first thought, and see where that kind of goes. So I'm not going to say it's not bad, it's not good, but it's definitely like, I think there's something there. So I'm going to put ideas towards good, but I think it could use a little refinement. So for your second to last idea of your numerical grading, I'm going to put this straight in the bad ideas pile. And that's against tradition. I don't even know what that means. I don't count. I don't need to count because I just exist. So I exist. So that's why the piles are better, because you could put things in piles. There's physical. Numbers are ideas, and ideas are what I create, not what are presented to me. You understand?
So if you created your own numbers, like your own numbers.
You're playing a logic game with me, and I don't apprate it. You're
not
trying
a logic
to
game,
trying to
it's just a
outsmart
question.
me. No, you're trying to outsmart me, and I'm gonna plead the fifth on this one because I'm gonna incriminate myself if I answer it. So no,
so basically just incriminated yourself, and this is a really good idea.
No, you're trying to outlogic me, and I could tell it. I could tell you're trying to do it. So I'm gonna just opt not to answer because I know you're trying to trick me. I don't like you being tricksy like this. So that's the pilings you're getting, not your numerical scores. Your pilings with the Z.
Thank you, Alex.
Oh, you're very welcome.
All right, I should probably do my pilings real quick. So for your first idea, Ajax, special guests, this was going to go into the good ideas pile, but then you were talking about like harassing locals. So I'm just going to put that in like the ideas pile. I mean, I like harassing locals, but they're very unpredictable. So I don't know what to expect. And I'd like to know what to expect. For your second idea, ideas in action. This is going right into the bad ideas pile because this is just even more work. It's ideas all day. It's not ideas that we turn into a thing and then becomes a thing day. And also, we kind of have our ideas out here for anyone to grab, use, and do whatever they want with them. If we're giving them instructions on how to implement it too, it's like, well, now I want a piece of that pie because now I'm doing all the heavy lifting. So, bad idea. Rapid fire ideas. I kind of like this if we have like a grouping of topics and we just pick a topic at random on the day that we're recording without any kind of preparation. And then we get like the truest ideas and be able to have conversations like that. I like that. I don't like having like multiple topics and then you just have to be like, okay, turtles, ideas for now. Oh, they can have wheels. They could be a hat. Like I don't like that, but like if we're
I want to know more about this turtles wearing hats with wheels. I want to
What
know
kind
more
of wheels
about
are these turtles?
Yeah.
Like if the turtle like breaks its little leg or is missing a leg and you put a wheel on the shell.
Why are you mutilating this poor turtle who is just living his best life?
I'm saying
and all of a sudden he needs a hat, and now he needs to be a car.
Hat. Like,
what was the top hat? What was it?
Oh, it had to be a top hat. There was no other choice. That has nothing to do with it. But now you're cutting off his legs and giving him wheels.
So yeah, I would put this in like an ideas leading towards good because look at all the discussion we just had right there, just off of that. And then your second to last idea. So in psychology, when you do surveys, there's a thing called Likert scale, and it's either between 1 and 5 or 1 and 7. And the reason for that is there's like a true neutral, and then there's like a somewhat agree, and then there's like a somewhat disagree. And it's a number, like a number scale, 1 to 5, 1 to 7. We basically already do that with our piles. We have a good ideas pile, which would be a 1. We have our ideas pile, which would be a 3. And then we have our bad ideas pile, which would be a 5. And then we have ideas leaning towards good and ideas leaning towards bad. So there's your 2 and your 4. So we kind of already do that. And plus it defeats the purpose of our piles. That was like the whole reason we had piles to begin.
But it could be looked at as a numerical system. If I really drew it that way.
You're putting a hat on a turtle and trying to make it something else.
You're putting a hat on turtles and trying to make it wheels.
Yeah, it's still a turtle. It's not a wheel. So I mean,
Stop trying to reinvent the turtle wheel. All right.
So I'm going to put this in the bad ideas pile because I feel like it goes against the very core of our format.
Exactly. I agree with you.
In the
100%.
intro. That's how important it is. It's in the actual intro.
She's got a point.
That I'm going to be stuck doing for the rest of my life.
Wow, she just turned this around on herself. Yeah. And what did she do? She agreed with me. Yes. Expert witness. We've got one right here.
This is the last time I ever agree with Alex.
Yes.
This is why we can't have nice things. That's it. Alex gets no input on the merch now, too. No input on the intro music or the merch.
Fine, I'll just stay in my trolley that got left on the side of the road if you guys took your tandem bike for a ride or whatever it was.
This is why we can't have nice things. But yeah, those were my pilings. That's the first time I've had mostly bad piles for you.
I know. That is like a real. That's like we'd never.
That's like a real thing.
That was the most.
That was the most bad ever.
Proportion wise, there's more bad pilings than mediocre and good.
Nice. That's some high quality grass fed bullshit
That is
Woo!
coming at you.
organic, gluten free too.
Ooh,
Gluten-free.
Glutinous.
Lactose free.
Is it though?
Taste free.
I don't think it's taste free. I think it would have a very distinct taste.
No, once it's ideas after dark, then it's very tasteless. Yeah.
All right, Alex, how about you? What about
All
your
right.
ideas?
For my ideas, first one we actually touch on, actually, you kind of, strange enough, Kate, came up with as a response to one of Ajax's. Strangely enough, it's actually, I was calling it like surprise ideas or ideas out of a hat, where we get a topic that we have a bunch of pre-done topics on a piece of paper, stick them in a hat, and before we start, we just pull a random one out of a hat, and we just come up with ideas. They're not rapid fire. They're not like you can delve into them a little bit more, maybe give ourselves 10 minutes before we start, and there you go. But it's not like you don't have 30 seconds to do it, but you do have some time to come up with some ideas, but it's a little bit more off the cuff than normally would be done. And secondly, requires very little effort. And I love no effort. I'm lazy as all get out, especially when I'm at home. So having less work to do is always going to be something great for me. That's why it's my idea. So less work. For my next idea, I would love to see a little bit more audience participation. So I would love to see like audience selected or suggested ideas. I know we're still getting more people coming in or more listeners, but having it where there's the listeners or are selecting what we actually pick up or what we talk about as an episode, I think would be a lot more fun and engaging with everyone. So audience selected ideas. My third idea is going to be actually kind of a shift in the way our ideas typically are. We typically take like, here's a topic that is like, there is, going back to like with the Valentine's Day episode, we just picked Valentine's Day, which is fine. It's a topic. Great. But why not more problem focused ideas that are like, ideas for those having a hard time with Valentine's Day or coping with Valentine's Day, something where it's a little bit more detailed, and you can come up with more specific ideas to solve a problem rather than just an overarching like, oh, these are things that can be associated with it. So that's my third idea. For my fourth idea, I would love to have occasionally have kind of revisiting old ideas, whether our favorites, our worsts, whether we want to call it a best of, or just kind of thinking we did this topic a long time ago. Maybe we've changed our ideas. Maybe we've come up with some better ones, or maybe our thoughts and what we liked or disliked about some of those ideas has changed, and kind of revisiting what we've gone over before. And for my last idea, we need more snacks. Just more snacks. That has nothing really to do with the podcast. I would just like more snacks. Just food in general is just fun and exciting. And that's really all I got. That's all my ideas for the podcast.
For season 2. Yeah. Thank you, Alex.
More crunchy snacks. All the crunchy snacks.
I'm going to go first with the pile.
Do you want to just pile them all the ideas together in one, or
No, we'll break them down.
Oh, okay.
For your first idea, the surprise, not rapid fire idea. Of course, I got to put this in the good ideas pile. Yeah, I to be honest, some of the topics I don't do really big, deep dives in anyway, and you can kind of tell which episodes I don't, just because we all have full-time jobs. We all have different responsibilities in our free time, so it would be nice not to have to put as much prep in. So with surprise ideas, I like that. So yeah, good ideas pile. Or for Ajax, that would be a 1. A 5. Is it 5 or a 1?
Depends on how you set up the scale.
Depends on the scale.
I guess. Yeah. I guess the more points, the better. So we'll say it's a 5.
Okay, but see, that's the problem with the numeric grading.
Mhm.
You don't know what does a 1 mean versus a 5. Nobody knows.
You need to visualize it.
Nobody knows.
Yeah. So for Ajax, that would be a 5. For us, good idea. Look how hard that is to quantify.
Okay, that's
Um,
quantifying.
Audience ideas. I agree. I would love to have the audience give us some ideas because sometimes it is kind of difficult coming up with ideas. Um, we do have a tendency sometimes to go too broad, and that kind of like kicks us in the butt later on. I mean, we're in season 1, so yeah, we haven't hit that problem. But
We are
when we
not
get
experts
into
yet.
yeah, well, when we get into season 2, it's like, okay, so for the holidays, we already did these 4 really broad topics. How are we gonna do a holiday themed episodes this time? So yeah, audience participation would be great with ideas, especially since we have very similar like backgrounds and very similar knowledge bases, and we know each other really well. So like our ideas are coming kind of from the same, or our topics for ideas are coming from like a similar pool. So it'd be nice to have someone who's not in our little circle coming up with topics that we might never have thought of. So yeah, good idea. Listeners, if you want to participate and give us some topic ideas, you can do so at ideasallday podcast@gmail.com, or you can Instagram us at Ideas All Day Podcast. There's Facebook. There's ways to get a hold of us. For your third idea, problem focus ideas, topics to about problems and ideas focusing on solving them. Yeah, this is a good idea. I have no problem with this. I like solving problems compared to creating problems. So yeah, yay solving problems.
Creating ideas.
I am nothing but a
Let's create
problem.
problems.
This girl is a
Ooh.
problem. Revisiting old ideas, best of ideas. Yes, good ideas. Because I distinctly remember, I think it was our first episode where I gave your Alan a bad ideas. And I gave him bad ideas because it was out of empathy of Alan. But now that we've been through a whole season, I really do like the Alan idea. Just the idea of having Alan carrying me around and befriending me.
He's my human support meat doll. I'm just saying.
He is like
He
the
wears all the
antithesis.
hats.
Yeah,
He has many hats and many turtle wheels.
he is like our mascot for this podcast would be Alan
And his turtle wheel.
wearing a trench coat.
He captures not only our minds but our hearts as well.
And our spirit.
Speaking of bad ideas, more snacks. No, you could take this idea and put it where the sun don't shine. If someone has to edit these podcasts, there is nothing more infuriating than having to edit out crunches, crackles, pen clicks. Listeners, you do not know the torture that I endure. The belches, like it's just bad idea. Bad idea. And those are
And
my filings.
I thought I was gonna get all good ideas from you.
You were on the way. You were
Yeah.
that was the closest you ever had to all good ideas from me. But yeah, bad idea. All right, Ajax. What about you? What are your pilings?
My pilings are, for your ideas, Alex, ideas out of a hat. This is a good idea. I like hats and I like ideas. Putting all those ideas in a hat, you're bound to get a good idea out of it. So, nice. Good ideas, pal, right there. From ideas from a hat. Number 2, audience suggested ideas. They're like surprise ideas. I like surprise ideas because who doesn't like a surprise idea?
People that are afraid of surprises, maybe?
I'm not afraid of surprises, though. So I'm going to put that in the good ideas pile, too. So thank you for that idea. Number 3, your third, problem-focused ideas. You look like you have a problem right now.
Yeah, I was looking for wall-mounted papooses on Google, and you could. I thought I found something, but it just isn't it.
So I feel like you should use this as your first problem-focused idea right here. Like, how can we solve this problem right here? I feel like
the lack of wall-mounted sleeping bags and papooses.
Or he can do your idea and figure out how to make his idea of a wall-mounted papoose a reality.
And he's already doing the research, so he's becoming an expert. So
There you go.
I feel like we've already started this problem-focused idea right here. So I mean, I don't know if it's a good idea yet. This could lead to nothing. So it's an idea. I'm playing this new
Fair
ideas
enough.
pile.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And then for your fourth idea, revisiting old ideas. Yeah. I mean, let's go blast from the past. Go 88 miles per hour and go back in time to see what we said in the past. Revisit it.
As I say, and see how we've grown as people, as individuals, as podcasters. Obviously, our
Ooh.
thoughts and ideas and our way of doing things has changed. So maybe that our feelings on those ideas has changed as well.
Yes.
We could also go back and do commentaries on episodes, and then after we're done doing commentaries, we can then do reaction videos to our commentaries on our videos, and then we can do
And
commentary on the reaction of the commentary of our
we control
original.
ourselves.
Yeah.
I just wanted to, once you said do commentary, I just want to do a Mystery Science Theater 3000 esque thing. I think that would be wonderful. And I call Tom Servo, just saying.
He's a solid one.
Appropriate.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that's a good idea. And I mean, for your fifth idea of snacks, I mean, everybody loves snacks.
I hate
Everybody loves snacks.
I hate
I
you
mean,
both.
I don't care if you eat them or not. I love snacks. So snacks are always a good idea. I can't. I'm sorry that you hate snacks, Kate.
I hate snacks during podcasting times.
Well, I
You
mean,
can snack on your own time.
yeah,
Mhm.
I'm gonna snack on my own time.
Damn it.
And those are my pilings.
Boo, 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 boo.
Burp, 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 burp. And that's the end of season 1.
Yay.
Whoa!
I can't believe we did a whole season of podcasting.
Who are we?
It's like we're adults or something. We should probably thank our listeners for the last time in season 1.
We'll miss talking to you for the rest of season 1 because it's now over, listeners.
This is the end of season 1.
Mm.
Now flip your cassette tape to side 2 and prepare yourself for season 2 of Ideas All Day. You can listen to us on iTunes, Spotify, Anchor, Stitcher, or any other podcasting platform. We have a Facebook page. We have a YouTube channel. And if you want to send us any pics of any of our ideas or any kind of weddings or anything that you used our ideas for, you can do so at Ideas All Day Podcast. But yeah, thanks for listening.
Thank you so much for listening, everyone. And thank you so much. I hope if you all made it through season 1 with us together. And I look forward to season 2.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Mwah.
Mwah.
Mwah.